G'day, welcome. This is Eden at Agnes and my name's Wayne Bragg. I'm creating this video for you guys today because I had a few friends ask me, what am I doing out here? How come I've got the most amazing trees, amazing food coming from my property in some of the most poorest ground you'll ever see anywhere? How am I doing it? Well, I'm going to share with you guys right now a few little secrets just so you can get an idea of what's going on here. Righto, check this out. So, let me just turn this video around. This is a Brazilian cherry. Plant's probably only, this particular one here is a couple of years old. It's planted right at the base of a gum tree, and everyone knows the gum trees are allopathic, which means that they actually toxically poison the roots of other plants with their roots. They draw the moisture down, all right, and they usually starve a lot of trees out at the base of their roots. This Brazilian cherry, it looks plastic. It's thriving. Mulberry tree here, again, this is just the start of spring, and look at it. Look how lush it looks, fantastic. Rollinia tree right here. Over here, we've got a monkey jack. Check this monkey jack out. Looks plastic. Not a mark on it. The most incredible leaves. This one's only a little bit over 12 months old. This plant here is a coffee plant. It's already fruited 3 times. It's supposed to take 4 years to fruit. It's about 18 months old. We got it from a small pot plant that was nearly dead that my wife picked up at a garage sale. I treated it. Looks plastic, doesn't even look real. Look at all the buds and everything coming on that. Now what the hell is going on here? Guys, have you heard of something called Korean natural farming? I found out about this approximately, 5-6 years ago. I've been doing permaculture and all sorts of stuff, growing my food for the last 20 odd years. But when I found out about this Korean natural farming, it took me to the whole next level, and it absolutely blew my mind. Check out this orchard. Here at Eden at Agnes, we have over 61 different species of fruits growing in some of the most poorest, rock-laden soil that you've ever seen. Even the grass around in between these trees has now taken off and got greener through the principles that we use here. But in order for me to start, this was all gum trees. I had to take quite a lot of it out, and what I actually ended up doing is turning them all into dragon fruits. So this is yellow dragon fruit right here, right? Look at that lily pilly there. Pineapple guava. Look at the flowers. Then we got on this lychee here. That lychee is only about 3 or 4 years old. They're supposed to take 5 years old before they even look like flowering and fruiting. This is the 3rd fruiting session it's had. Look at these Brazilian cherries here. Unbelievable. Look at this. Oh, that one's just ripe. Ready to go. Amazing. All right, let's get to it. Hog plum. Crazy. Everything's going so fantastically well. Let's get to it. How do we do it? Korean natural farming has been around for a long, long time, but it's only just come about or made available to Western civilization probably in the last 10 years or so. But what the foundation of Korean natural farming is all about is actually microbes, IMO. Indigenous microorganisms. Now what indigenous microorganisms do is they actually create a relationship with the tree that they are around, okay? That they're part of that root system. The tree communicates to those microorganisms through a sugary substance from its roots called exhalate. In that exhalate there's information. That information tells the microbe what the tree needs. The microbe goes out through the mycelium web, which is like an underground internet, and it goes out and it finds these minerals, breaks it down with a strong acid in their gut, and it brings it directly back to the root, feeds it to the root. The tree says, thank you very much, here's some more sugar, here's some more oxalate. That's a symbiotic relationship. Now, when this relationship is built, that microorganism also knows through the information from the tree what pH that tree needs within its soil here. And the microorganism can even change the pH to suit the different tree. This tree here might need a pH of 6.8. This tree here might need a pH of 7. The microorganisms will change the pH, even if the soil remains the same between the two, it will change the pH to suit the tree. Crazy, eh? Just like our own gut system, we have to have structure. What we pour down our throat depends on what type of microorganisms we have in our gut. So what we do is we create structure in the soil for these microorganisms to flourish using biochar, compost, and all sorts of different things that we use. And then what we do is we capture the microorganisms from native areas. Let's say a native area would be an area over here, which is all types of different plants, right? We'd call it a guild. So there's all sorts of different plants in there. There's some gums, there's pines, there's figs, there's vines, there's all sorts of stuff in there. And at the base of those trees, in amongst all of that soil and all that mulch, is a really diverse microbiome. Hundreds of thousands of different microorganisms, all communicating and working together to create a community. When we can capture those microbes from those areas and we can bring it to the soil with structure that we create, we can inoculate our soil so that these microorganisms can go to work and work directly with our plants. Check this out. This is another Brazilian cherry, and I absolutely love these things. Absolutely laden. But look how incredible. As I said, I have not watered since November last year. It is now September. So what's that? 9, 10, roughly 11 months. Look at the fruit we're getting off it. Let's try it up. Oh my God. It is so good. So good. All right. What I want to show you is this. Check this out. Why are these plants thriving so well? When we look in the base here, and we dig in under this, hasn't rained for a while. All that soil there's moist. Look at the root systems. The roots are all the way up to the top of this mulch, because that's the feeder roots of the plants. There they all are, right there. This is still moist, yet it hasn't rained and it hasn't been watered. Where is the moisture coming from? The moisture is coming from the microbial bodies of the living organisms that I've created in this microbiome around this tree. All right? They are 95 to 97% water. So if you have trillions of microorganisms living at the base of this tree, it holds moisture there, just like a rainforest. You can walk into a rainforest and it hasn't rained for, I don't know, months. And you dig up under the mulch there and it's all moist, yet there's hundreds of trees drawing moisture off that area. That moisture is coming from the living organisms. What we teach here at Eden at Agnes is how you can create living soil from dead dirt. Dirt is lifeless soil, and soil is living dirt. Not only that, all the elixirs, all the fertilizers, all the feed that I put on these plants is all foliar sprays for next to nothing. For $4 worth of brown sugar, I can teach you guys how to actually make enough fertilizer to last 12 months. For this whole orchard, 12 months of foliar spraying every 6 weeks for $4. Not only that, we make suspended calcium, we make fish amino acids, we make fermented plant juices, we make all these different elixirs that these plants just suck up and love. Not only that, all of those liquids go down into the microbiome around the tree and then feed the microbes. And the whole cycle just keeps going over and over again. Check out this pineapple guava. An amazing tree. A longan. As I said, yellow dragon fruits here. Look at this lily pilly. Absolute crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This whole orchard is only around 4 years old. A bit over 4 years old. As I said, we've got over 61 different species of fruits, and that's what's actually fruiting at the moment. We've got more species here, but that's what we're actually getting on a yearly basis, seasonally of course. We're getting over 61 different species of fruit here on this property. In just, all up, I suppose 5 years. So this is absolutely amazing. I actually have a K&F kitchen where we communicate and show you guys how to make all the elixirs. We give you guys all the recipes and everything at the very end, so that when you walk away, we step this out, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, so everybody gets it. I'm not an expert. I'm just someone that's really keen on learning about life and where we came from and how life itself all works. And these plants are communicating with one another. This guy over here, if he gets attacked from locusts and bugs and everything like that, through the microbiome, through that mycelium web, he can talk to the plant next door and he can say, hey, I got the critters here at the moment. What do you want to do? And he says, right, hey, bring in the lectins. All right, so the plant will release chemicals, release lectins into the leaves and give that critter a sore guts, that caterpillar, that bug, that locust, right? Give it a sore guts and it will then move on to the next plant. But if we look into native areas, if you ever walked into a rainforest, you don't see predation on the plants. You don't see all the leaves getting attacked. You don't see, like, you know, everything's dead. Everything's living and just life. Look at the shine on this. I don't know if this camera's bringing it up properly, but in my eye, it's just absolutely amazing. That does not even look real. That's another Brazilian cherry. I love these Brazilian cherries. They're so good. This here is a lemon that I actually grew from seed. Look at the trunk on that already. And it is flowering for the first time. Look at the flowers. Crazy. If you are still here on this video, I know it's a bit long and I'm starting to ramble, but the thing is, if you're into this sort of thing, if you want to learn how to create living food, I'm talking food that gathers more biophotons, more light into it, which in turn will then go back into you. Food that is properly living, that has a real life energy and a real life force, that all begins with the microbiome underneath the plant. When we come into here, this is where it's at. This is where it's at. Right here. Right here, that beautiful, see that white? That's mycelium. Where you see mycelium, that's a very visual thing to see mycelium, but in there will be microorganisms. They go together, okay? You can't see the microorganisms. When you can see the mycelium, they'll be there. That's breaking all this material down. All these leaves and this compost is breaking down and feeding this tree, communicating with the tree at all times what it needs to do for its protection, for its chemistry, for the bugs, for its fruit production. So I've sprayed these trees with some of my elixirs out of season just a few weeks back, and just in in like 4 weeks time after the spray, this is the results. This is out of season, guys. This plant doesn't normally give me fruit like this until a couple of months from now. But when you give it everything that it needs, right? When you give it all the nitrogen, all the phosphorus, all the potassium, all naturally, directly into its foliar, right? You give it all the calcium it needs to build a strong cadmium layer. And then you've got a microbiome at the base of the tree, communicating with the tree at all times, adjusting the pH at all times to make it perfect for that tree. Then this is what you get. This is what you get. And you get living food. Look at this. This here is a purple dragon fruit. Now, every single one of these little spots here that you see was a dragon fruit. I'm not bullshitting when I tell you this, that we would have got over 100, maybe 150 fruits off just this. And that's 4 individual dragon fruits growing up. This would be about 4 or 5 years old. And the weight of that whole canopy there would have to be getting up into around 300-400 kilos. But look how healthy it is. It's just pristine. And when you see the flowers on that, it's next level. And the dragon fruits are twice the size as what you'll see in the shops. But the beauty of it is the flavour. The flavour is next level. Next level. And when you eat directly from your own garden, from fruit that is ripened on the tree, in season, when you're meant to be eating it, it does something to you. It does something to you. Look at this bunch of bananas. Dwarf Decaspit. Bananas. Right. Look at that. We create little gills with these bananas. I teach all this in the course, exactly how you do it. This mandarin here is one of my absolute favourite mandarin trees. Oh my God, I love these mandarins. They are so damn good. They are so juicy and sweet, like you've never tasted before. It's just next level. So I've already taken 40-50 fruit off this tree, and it's just about to flower again. Matter of fact, there's certain areas on the tree now, they're already budding, coming back into flower, while we've still got all this fruit on here. Guys, if you're keen to learn about Korean natural farming, biochar, which is an Amazonian technique, permaculture, and all the principles of making compost, making all your own elixirs and fertilizers, doing it all organically. I mean, all of these stuff you can eat yourself. You can spray it all over yourself as you're going around foliar spraying. This is just a young finger lime. Here we go. Look at that. There's one there. And that's the flower on the finger lime. Tiny, tiny little white flower. And already, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful fruit there. This is probably about 3 or 4 year old, but grown from seed, guys. Grown from seed. And we got it's producing. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Absolutely love it. Guys, this video has gone way too long. If you are still here, it means you're definitely interested in Korean natural farming, and you're interested in growing your own food. You're interested in sustainability, biodiversity. You're interested in sequestering more carbon from the atmosphere. I can teach you guys how to do all of that in one place. 4 or 5 hours, you walk away from here with a whole new aspect, with a whole new view on growing food, growing plants, no matter what it is, whether it's natives, vegetables, fruit trees, you know, cannabis, whatever you like. I mean, this is next level stuff, guys. So we're doing it all here, Eden at Agnes. This is Wayne Bragg signing out for now. I'm sorry this video went too long, but I get so excited sharing with you guys the possibilities of what you can create on your own property. Look at this hog plum. Deciduous tree, completely bare, coming back. It's spring, off you go. Let's go. No water, no nothing, just nature. Wayne Bragg signing out. Be well. Let's talk soon.